What's up guys, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Here is the awesome version 3 Arrma Kraton. Now the Arrma, it's been V1, V2 and obviously the V3. These are fantastic cars. In my opinion, the best bang for buck RC you can get. Well, Australia is where I'm from, especially when you're buying from crazy hobbies where this is from. When you compare them to like a Traxxas E-Revo, which is around about $950 upwards, these are around about just under $700 odd or so even under that. So you can't really compare. They perform very similar. They're tough as nails. Yeah, Arrma's great. So you've got the Kraton, the Italian, the Outcast, the Senton. They're all awesome cars, but I digress. Let's get this guy on the box and see what we get on the box. Let's get this guy on the bench and see what he get inside. Get rid of this out of the way. Alright, as you can see, Kraton version 3, so it's got slight modifications up from version 2. Nothing major, kind of sits a little bit high. It's got some, I think, some suspension caps. You can't really see it on this box. I think upgraded shock shafts as well, but we'll soon check it out. Designed to be fast, so we'll just go over some of the stuff. New secure battery mount system, new heavy duty 4mm shocks. There's a shock cap protector just on top. I think it's nothing really, just so you don't scratch them up. New waterproof receiver box, the 15 kilo waterproof metal geared steering servo. New, it says, all new dirt shields and bumpers. So dirt shields for peace of mind. I guess just on the side, kind of like a semi kind of mud guard. Deflects elements away from the internal components. Improved front and rear bumpers. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, the bumpers look a little bit more beefier as well. Enough of that. Enough talking. Up with the box. The old hacksaw blade. In this video, I'll be unboxing it. Next video, give it a good old bash. Up you get. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way. First and foremost, instruction manual. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, if you want this guy to go to 60 miles an hour, you have to use the included ruddy metal pinion gear. So stock, it gets around about 50 miles an hour. It's saying around about here. With the speed gearing, it's called up to 60 miles an hour. So we'll definitely have to test it out. That's pretty impressive from a stock car. And yes, it's 4S to 6S LiPo capable. But you already knew that. The V2 had the same thing as well. A nice toolkit here. You get a huge ass metal wrench plus a smaller one. 1, 2, 3, 4 different size Allen keys as well. So that'll keep you out of trouble if you don't have anything. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Allen keys. Some adapters here as well. And if I'm not mistaken, these look like the pistons for the shock. So I'm not too sure what's going on there, but you get spare ones of those as well. And another massive, well, these are quite thick instruction manuals, but the good thing about these, they are very detailed, and if they're obviously in different languages, but if you ever get in trouble with the car, bash it, break it, and you want to rebuild it, these are definitely very easy to follow. These have got all the cars, Italian, Kraton, Senton, Typhoon as well, so there you go. You got heaps to read, but like, there you go, for example, it's a nice exploded view, so if you ever get into trouble, there you go. Right, cooking with gas now. Let's see what else we get. So this will be your standard tactic radio. And these TTX 300s, or I think that's what they're called, are fantastic radios. I've never had any problems with them yet. TTX 300, standard style pistol grip transmitter, but the range is good. Yeah, no issues. For a standard RTR kit, they're great. Obviously 4 AA batteries to power it up, steering trim, throttle trim, and your steering dual rates as well. But yeah, for a ready to run controller, you can't beat them, and I've had no issues with them in the past. An easy way to do this. Yes, there is. Not so tough now, are we? Our crazy hobbies, these things are selling like hotcakes. This and the Tally, fantastic. Like I mentioned before, bang for buck, you can't beat Arrma, that's for sure. It's a shame what's happening with the lawsuits and all that kind of stuff. Just not good for everyone in the hobby, but what do you do? Okay, so here we have the beautifully presented green Kraton version 3. And you first look at it, you're not going to see much difference from the version 2. But one thing I did notice straight up, it does sit much higher. Let me bring the camera down a little bit so you can see what I mean. Yeah, there we go there. In my opinion, that definitely is higher than the version 2. So that's cool, because it is kind of like, it is a monster truck, but I don't know if it's a true monster truck. It's more like a truggy monster truck kind of blended into one, which isn't a bad thing at all. Looks fantastic. There's a new bumpers there, same tyres and same wheels. while I got the camera off the stand, you can see there's those little shock caps, I guess to just prevent it in a rollover, so I don't really damage them straight away, because, well, that's inevitable really. But nice Lexan. These Lexans always hold up well, no problems with these, and you know, it's up to you if you like the graphics, but I think it does look pretty cool. So let's get the camera back on the stand and let's have a look at the individual components. Okay, here we go. Tyres are cool, Minakua. So you know, these hook up quite well. They look nice. You know, like I mentioned before in the beginning, the normal things that people straight away upgrade on a ready to run car are the steering servo, sorry, and the tyres and wheels. And they're cheap, they're easy to fix, and a lot of people have different opinion on what they like and what they don't like. So yeah, these are good for a stock kit. They got good all-round grip, but obviously you can get better, you can get pro lines, whatever. But for a stock kit, can't complain. Take the body off, and one thing I always like about Arrma cars is these body clips that, you know, you don't lose, because these body clips lose, they grow legs and they just run away. Don't just bash, blast. Excellent motto. There's the Lexan, nothing different. They do obviously get a bit chewed up when you roll them and stuff like that, but whatever, it's a Lexan body. They're fairly cheap, inexpensive. They do have good flex and are quite durable. So let's have a look around the chassis. And a lot of people think, oh, looks weak, just because it's very, well, comes down to a really thin point here. But yeah, I haven't no issues. Never seen a chassis break in the shop or around the internet. I've never seen that being a problem. I guess it's really well designed. The nice thick aluminium plate with the edges that raise up on the sides give it some nice structural integrity there. Obviously a nice aluminium chassis there, countersunk everywhere. Everything's normal, nothing out of the ordinary here, but exactly like V2. So if you've ever seen V2, then this is very similar, or exactly the same. Now back on top of the chassis, what makes it nice and strong, obviously you've got these chassis braces, front and rear. Got this really long one that connects the whole rear differential, or the whole differential components there, up to the center, and also one from the front here to the center as well. So really nice, and I do like this actual integral part in the middle. That's going to help you protect you in a rollover. It's not going to damage the body. You know, oh, look, it's a good carry handle as well. So very cool, nice touch, good design there. But that's exactly the same as the old one as well. Now, being you can run 4S and 6S. Obviously, you can run multiple batteries. You can run one 6S, one 4S, two 3S, two 2S, for example. And it gives you this option if you want to. Basic dead plug there. You just plug that back in. If you want to run two, you can use that. Don't want to run two, run one. Happy days. I know a lot of you guys what that is. I know what that is, sorry, but some of you people might not and be wondering why there is two cables there. Now moving to the front, it looks very similar to the old one. The shocks look the same, but they have a 4mm shock shaft in there now. Very thick, very beefy, because end of the day, that's what breaks on these cars. They're going to get the first point of impact, and they generally break. So 4mm is very thick. It does have these nice protective boots to get away the dust and grime and all that kind of crap out of there. Now I don't have the V2 on me, but the front and rear bumpers are slightly redesigned. Everything here looks the same as the V2. Same shocks, just with 4mm shock shafts, and at the front it's a slightly redesigned bumper as well, so not much change there. These are those little caps that go over the top of the shocks. You have them at the front and the rear as well. Very rugged design. It's a good all-round basher car, that's for sure. So the motor here is a 2050 kV brushless, of course. More than enough power, especially when you put on 6S, all meshed up and mated together with all metal running gear. So very beefy, very durable. I think the first thing people break on these is probably the steering servo, and maybe pop a few tyres, and with so much centrifugal force on 6S battery. But the same BLX power supply, ESC, sorry. I think these are a rebranded Hobbywing Easy Run system. I'm not too sure, but don't quote me on it, but I think it is. And here we have our ADS 15 and 15 kilo waterproof steering servo. So that'll get the job done, but you can always change it out, no biggie. One thing I've always liked about Arrma cars, their wire management is fairly good. They have a nice little clips here to hold everything down so nothing gets stuck into this drive shaft here or right into this metal pinion and spur gear, because this will rip these straight into, no worries. Everything is waterproof, obviously. Nice little waterproof covering on the switch here, as you can see. I do like the red and black color scheme. I think it always looks good. Red and black always go well together, or in my opinion. Here we have our little receiver box. Everything's under there nicely and all waterproof. Here we have the nice new mud guards and splash guards to kind of help prevent a lot of ingress getting up into there, especially big chunks, you know, sticks, mud, all that kind of crap. As you can see when you turn the wheel, when things fly up, it's going to directly go straight in there. So that's going to help with a little bit of that. Yeah, well, it's better than none, isn't it? Little clip holds your balance lead, because a lot of cars don't do that, and when the balance lead flies around, you can rip it apart real easy. So that's nice to think. Nice little touch there. I do like that. 2-strap battery system there, all held down with Velcro. Nothing new, nothing different. But the shock towers still look the same. They look about 3mm to me. They're very durable, very thick. Now, suspension tuning, you can obviously change positions. You have 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, sway bar there, and you can also adjust your camber angle as well if that's what you want. Now, pretty much same affair at the front. 3 holes at the top, single at the bottom, so that can't be adjusted. But you got your front sway bar there as well. Being pillow ball suspension, you can see there with front CVDs, dog bones at the rear, but plenty thick enough. You can adjust your caster and camber as well with this setup, toe in and toe out, sorry. So all the adjustments you need are right there. And for a basher, I guess it's not going to be that critical. You're not going to be racing this thing, but still, being what it is, it's very nice to be able to have some suspension tuning options. Now, as you'd expect in any quality kit, all the hardware is Allen heads, so nothing's going to be stripping out anytime soon. No more Phillips, gone are those days. All under the chassis there as well. Not much else to say about it, but I think next few videos or so we have to get this guy out, do some speed runs, the basic stuff that we normally do, give it a good old bash, and see how, you know, run it through its paces. But I have used these before, especially on the Outcast. They're great cars. Like I mentioned before, we only broke the steering servo and we gave that thing a pounding. Apart from that, Arrma cars, can't say it enough, great value for money. I can't recommend highly enough, especially for the stuff that's been going on lately. I'm glad that these guys are still around and still selling cars. Like I mentioned, we will be doing a good thrash of this later on. Please, if you like the video, give it a good old thumbs up. Any questions, please leave them down below. Or if you've had any issues with these cars or update anything, please leave them down below as well. Can always buy them and we can upgrade this one as well. But if you like the video, thumbs up. If you haven't, please subscribe. Always helps, and click that little bell button so you get notified of all the new content. So leave the link for this, Try Crazy Hobbies, right there. I have plenty of these, and the new Italian as well. I'll see if I can get one of them going as well. They're a bit different, very low slung, but pretty sure it's the same power system as well. But yeah, thanks guys. Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Appreciate all your support, and see you in the next video.